Howdy, howdy, everybody. How are we doing? Hope you're enjoying this intense cello rendition of Carol of the Bells. Thanks for hanging out during the little musical interlude while I get set up here. Hope everyone's doing well. We're going to be doing penguins today. Or at least I'm going to be drawing penguins. You guys can draw what you want. Or just, hang out and make sure that I stay on task. Those are all options. But thank you for coming to the art gym today, as we've been calling it. For anyone who's new, the art gym, the whole idea is to have some accountability to do studies, like we always say we're going to do as artists. So let me scroll up and say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started. This is the last warm-up of the week for me, at least that I'll be streaming. So if you are doing any warm-ups this week that you want me to share, feel free to post them in the warm-up studies section of the Discord at any time. We always go through those at the end of the streams and share those on screen, as long as they're work safe. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord and do that if you'd like. Welcome, Amaze. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. It's okay. Don't worry about the pin. I appreciate the help either way. Good to see you. Ulodnin, hello. Why are you two bowling? Oh, not that kind of pin, Ulodnin. I caught you this time. For once, the joke did not go over my head. I have had a little caffeine, so that could help. I want to get a lot done today, so I'm hoping that this is a productivity juice and not Casey stays awake all night juice. So I'm going to try and finish it before I start. Chunkers, hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Bakaholic, hey, Bak. How's it going? How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Yengu, good to see you. Thanks, as always, to my wonderful mods for being here. I appreciate ya. Yengu, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Rue. I don't know if you're still doing holiday travels or what's going on with you, but I hope you're doing well. Ultima Pumpkin Pie, hi. Always good to see ya. Doing alright-ish? Oh, well, I hope you're doing better soon, Amaze. You deserve it. Paleontologist VA, hello. Bickman, hey, how's it going? Thanks for hanging out, my friend. You had an iced coffee, cool. Cheers. I see your iced coffee and I raise you a quote-unquote healthy energy tea. It's like a lot of vitamins and stuff, and a little bit of green coffee though in there. I think that's where they get the caffeine from. But I don't usually do caffeine, but this is also almost expired, so I figured I should drink it and drink it early. You're older now. Did you have a birthday, Rue? Is that your way of telling us it's your birthday? If it is, happy birthday, Rue. And I hope you enjoy your ramen. Yeah, it sounds great. Let's see. Sorry, I've got like a sleepy thing going on with my eye. I apologize. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Paleontologist VA. Do penguins! I know, right? Who's ready for penguins? Caffeine Wednesday. I guess so. I went to the company party last night for the business that I work for, and I ate way too much, and I slept really soundly, and my waistline is regretting my decisions yesterday, so I'm hoping the caffeine also kickstarts some metabolism here, because I really need it. You're in Colorado still. Rue. I wasn't sure. Let's see. You're probably up in northern Colorado though, huh? You're awake and got your coffee. Everyone's got coffee. Raise your hand in the chat if you've got some caffeine this morning to help you get through. We'll see. We'll see how much I can get done today. Your mom gave you chocolate-covered coffee beans. Oh my gosh, everybody's doing the coffee. I actually don't love coffee, you guys. I mostly do tea. If I do caffeine at all, it comes in a tea. Let's get productive. Heck yeah. Hey Mei Xing, how you doing? I'm hoping it'll be a productive day for everybody. Yeah. A Rue/Casey collab stream? Hey look, if I could keep up with Rue and her animation, I absolutely would. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope Wednesday is treating you well. Happy hump day. And let's draw some penguins if you want to draw penguins with me. You used to hate coffee, but you transformed when you moved. Really? Wow, interesting. First of many. Hey, Isel. Isel, I always wondered if you did caffeine. But welcome in, Isel. How you doing? It's good to see ya. I'm pumped to figure out I'm at the studio today. I'm ready to do all the test things that we need to do. I'm hoping, my goal for the day, guys, is to finish all my Christmas cards that I have yet to finish. Most of what I have to do is write still. The writing takes a while, so I am going to warn you, if you did get a card from me on Patreon, just fair warning, it's going to be a shorter note than usual. I have like 50 cards this year between Patreon and actually I have closer to 60 now. Between Patreon and like personal cards to friends and family, so it's just taken a really long time to get them out. So hopefully I'll be getting the rest of the ones I haven't already mailed out today, and then that way anyone who asks for one after, I should be able to get out a little faster. But I'm hoping that I can get them all out at the very least this week. That way they can definitely get to everybody in time for Christmas. So your poor Intuos is getting sluggish. Oh no. Amaze, I do like my Huion if you're looking for a cheaper option, although I will say I've had this Cintiq for almost 10 years now, and this Cintiq still, I think, is more solid than my Huion. So there is, I don't know, there's some benefits, I think. I don't have nearly as many issues, even though this is an older machine. But it is more expensive. So if you're in the market for something cheaper, or if you're looking at a screen tablet, I can recommend the Huion. But I'd still love my Cintiq, and I'm gonna be really sad when it gets too outdated to work. Hopefully they keep updating it with Windows 11. But Digi is slowly winning you off of Caffey. Oh, half calf. Wow. Ultimate Pumpkin Pie says they've been busy bee making holiday gifts. I love that. I'd love to see pictures if you feel like sharing. I'm slowly getting in the Christmas spirit, guys. I think the Christmas music is helping. I hope you guys are okay with some Christmas music. In fact, let me turn it up, because I don't know why this one is so quiet. I can't even hear it. Can you guys hear it? Here, let's start this one over, because I really like this song, and I couldn't hear any of it. And we're actually going to be doing some Christmas... thank you, Amaze, for leading the charge on this. We're going to be doing some like Christmas specials, like little Christmas movie watching in Discord, so if you want to join that, make sure you have the movie alerts ping. We'll ping you when it starts. That's typically how we do it, and yeah. That way you can know. I think it's going to be this weekend. Maybe we'll do a few. I might show Claws. I really like Claws if you haven't seen Claws. So I might do just like an impromptu showing of Claws. I may not take the time to try and schedule it out and pick a time. Sometimes that's just really hard to organize. So if you want to get a ping when movies are starting, you can always set up the movie alerts ping in Discord. But yeah. Could just be showing some Christmas films this month. So if you're wanting to get in the Christmas spirit while you're making some cards or doing gift making, feel free to join us. It's gonna get kind of wintry up in the Discord, but I'm excited. Maze. Thanks for charging that, or taking charge on that. Okay, I'm behind in chat already. Sorry, got distracted. Hiccup there. Sorry, tried to hiccup away from the mic this time. Scrolling. Hey Pyro, good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. I know you guys. Oh, Santro and you still feel like Bleck. Got to use the day off to clean house. No, take some rest too, though, Pyro. It's not worth it. Yeah, no, please, Pyro, do what you gotta do to get ready. Clean, lurk, sleep, rest, tea, soup, all the sick words. But thank you for being here, and thank you, Raga, for being here too. Salute to my mods. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for picking up the sword and helping. It's super appreciated. I know everybody's busy, especially this time of year, so if anybody needs to step away, please don't feel like you have to babysit the stream or anything. We're just gonna be doing some penguins, and if anyone's already started, feel free. You don't have to wait for me. I just like to greet everybody in chat before I start, because I like seeing you guys. Thanks for being here. It's fun to talk to you. Thanks for indulging me. You love your Intuos Pro, but you have no idea better or worse. Yeah, I like my Intuos. My Intuos 4 I still have, but it's no longer, it's so old at this point. I think it's like a 20-year-old tablet. I got it in high school, middle school, I don't remember. Yeah, it's no longer supported, sadly. Claus is so cute. I know, I love that movie. It's animated by the same guy who worked on the animation for Dr. Doppler in Treasure Planet. You can definitely see it in Jesper's movements. It's really fun. Yeah, I'd love to watch it with you guys. Skeletons are so interesting. Yeah, let's talk about penguins. So, if you guys notice, I did want to do an anatomy study today just because I feel like penguins are one of those animals that people just don't think about what their skeleton looks like because they're just such little blubbery balls of like tiny feathers. They're mostly chonk. They're mostly fat to insulate them from the cold. But if you look at their skeleton, I mean, look at this thing. Like, you'd never guess. You'd never guess. And it's funny because if you notice, they do actually have knees. If you look at where the hip socket is, it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but this is the kneecap right here. So this is the hip, and this is the femur, and this is the tibia, right? The shin bone. Well, I mean, there's other things there too, but this is the knee right here. So we got the ankle, we got the foot, we got the toes. It's crazy. It's so crazy. They do have, you know, I don't know how this one's articulated particularly, but it does look like they do kind of walk still digitigrade a little bit, or it's like half digitigrade, half plantigrade. They're walking on the ball of their foot, essentially, with a big fat pad underneath, probably, I would imagine. But look at the shape. Like, look how much neck they have. Like, you might think their shoulders are up here just looking at the structure, but no. It's all chonk. It's all fat and muscle. And so it makes me wonder sometimes, you know, when we look at fossils, like how many of those creatures had big old chunky bodies around the skeleton. So anyway, let's draw. Well, I'm going to do a quick skeleton study of this little guy, and then we're going to get started doing some penguin studies, like for actual penguins. It'll be 10 next year. Oh yeah, for sure. Penguin Knees is a great band name. For sure. Yeah, the hidden neck, it's insanely long. So like if you look at old even like marine reptiles, like extinct marine reptiles and stuff, they have such long necks, and it always makes me wonder when I look at like the anatomy of a penguin. You know, I guess maybe the broad shoulders are kind of a hint, so like maybe there'd be a connection with muscle and fat and stuff. I don't know. I'd have to see their musculature too. But it does make me wonder, you know. They're also the giraffes. Yeah, they are the giraffes of cold birds. Yeah, exactly. Bilberry balsam. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Charlie's Dragon. How you doing? So I'm going to do a quick anatomy study. Obviously, I'm going to draw a few different penguins today. So this is, I don't know what kind of penguin this is specifically. It looks like it might be related to a chinstrap penguin of some kind, but I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and draw this skeleton really fast, and then we're going to jump into doing some studies of other photos of penguins. So if you don't feel like drawing penguins today, but you want to do a warm-up, as always, feel free to draw something else. Let me turn this down slightly. I don't know why I can't get a handle on the music today. Yeah, we'll show anything that you guys draw, any kind of work-safe warm-up anyway, will be shown at the end of stream. So if you would like to get in on that, just join the Discord, !Discord, if you'd like to do that. And yeah, let's get started. What I always recommend is trying to like aim for, you know, 15 to 30 minutes of drawing a day. That's sort of what this accountability session is supposed to be for. Just supposed to get us kind of loosened up for a day of art making and creative problem solving. So if that's you, this hopefully will be something that can encourage you to get started. I stay pretty loose with my studies when I'm doing skeletal studies. I'm mostly concerned with proportion. I'm not really concerned as much with detail. If you'd like to do a detailed study of a penguin skeleton, go for it. You know, it's totally up to you how you want to do your study time. For me, the most helpful thing when I'm jumping into drawing from reference is to, especially animals that I'm not super familiar with their anatomy, is to do this and look at the skeleton. So pay attention to those kneecaps, like the stuff we were talking about, like here's the hips. I don't know what this big bone here is called. It almost looks like a shield, but you can see like these are like collarbones almost right here. And then we've got this huge, it's almost like a fused sternum or something. I'm not sure what it is. You'd think I would know more about actual bone names, but I sure don't. It's the apron bone, yes. Listen, if I was in charge of naming bones, they would be extremely descriptive. It'd be like, obviously that's the apron bone, so that I know where it goes. It's the keel. There we go. I knew somebody in chat would know. Thanks, Charlie's Dragon. And hey, Gurks, how you doing? Good to see you. It's the keel, presumably. All right, see, look, Sloppy Nose. Hey, Sloppy, how you doing? And Charlie's Dragon, you guys are always on it. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Let me turn this down slightly. Whoa. Star Freckles, oh my gosh, hi! Thank you so much for that follow. It's good to see you. How you doing? And if you have to lurk, don't feel like you have to talk to me. Don't mean to call you out. Anyway. Oh, no, it's okay. Listen, Freckles, this happens to me all the time. Please don't feel embarrassed. There's so many times I've literally lurked on people's streams for like weeks and then suddenly realized somehow I'm not following them. And I'm always like, how do I keep getting here if I'm not following you? I think it's like people post in a Discord and I just click it or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, you're fine. I hope you're doing well. I really do too, honestly, Star Freckles, because there's people that I have followed. I think there's a glitch. Because everyone's like, oh, you must have accidentally untapped the follow button. But here's the thing. I don't follow people on my phone. I mostly lurk on Twitch on my desktop. And I don't know how my my mouse is just gravitating without me noticing toward the unfollow button. I don't know. It could be maybe a few times. The only thing I can think of is maybe if somebody shouts somebody out and I get confused about the heart. But usually I'll go to their page and be like, am I following them? Because I can't tell. Like, it won't show me in the pop-up if I'm following. Anyway, we don't have to dissect this now. But regardless, I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for popping in. If you guys want some more cozy art vibes, by the way, Star Freckles is another art streamer here. She talks a lot about mental health and stuff too, which I think is cool. Very sweet person. Yeah, we're drawing penguins today. I do warm-up studies in the morning, Monday through Wednesday, and it's just to kind of get me in the mood for drawing for the day. I'm going to be doing a lot of winter-themed drawings this month, so I figured I would do winter-themed warm-ups. I know penguins aren't particularly, like, Christmassy per se, but they are, like, a cold-weather animal, mostly. Although, I did do some penguin research this morning, guys, and we are going to be talking about and learning about some penguins that are not Arctic, which I thought was really interesting. And also there is I did not realize this, but there are a surprisingly high number of penguins that live in New Zealand, like different species, not just like one species. But there's like a ton of them. It's kind of crazy. So I'm going to be drawing a few of those that I found this morning when I was doing all my Pinterest searching. You can find some pictures of them actually in the Pinterest board that's pinned at the top of chat. So if anyone needs penguin references and you want to draw along, but you don't want to do the research, don't worry. I already did all the noodling and nose like rabbit holing, I guess, on Wikipedia for you, if you'd like. Yeah, it's so crazy, Gurks. I had no idea. Painting and making cakes today. Oh, I love that. Thank you guys for lurking while you do all your Christmassy things. Just throw a Santa hat on them. Boom, exactly. That's honestly, Hazel, that's pretty much what I've been doing for my Christmas cards. So for my Christmas cards on Patreon, I do a little doodle with a note, and I've just been drawing like dinosaurs and random animals and putting Christmas hats on them. And that's pretty much what everybody's getting for their doodle this year. So don't be surprised if you get a penguin with a Santa hat. It's like, how do I make this animal Christmas? Oh, I know. It's totally not a cop-out. Absolutely a Christmas themed drawing. 100,000,000%. It's extension of the sternum. Okay, that's awesome. Thanks for letting me know that, Charlie's Dragon. It seems like it would be just from like where it's placed. You know, and I can't tell if this right here, the apron bone as we were talking about, like this part, I can't tell if this is the collarbone or if this is the collarbone. I imagine these are like warped collarbones and that this is the hyoid bone. I learned that word on Danny's stream yesterday. That's the only reason I know that word. I'll probably forget in a month, but right now I remember it. Because they were talking about a diagnostic hyoid bone. I can't even say it. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't guess those are the collarbones right there, but I could be wrong. Anyway, there's my penguin. I'm not going to get any more detailed than this. I just wanted to kind of get the basic proportions down. My biggest takeaway from this is the knees, guys. Penguins have knees. So if I were to look at this animal, I'd be like, okay, this must be how you're structured, my friend. You got the heel bone, right? We learned that. We got the hips. We got the knees. Right there. The little tiny femur is hidden under all that blubber. And it just kind of helps me keep it all straight, you know? Actually, I think I made those too tall. I think this is probably actually closer to where it would be. But sometimes it's helpful to kind of look and go through that, you know? Make sure you got it right. Because knowing where all those things are in the body is actually going to help me break down the references that I'm using. So I'm going to go look at some penguins, and they might be jumping or swimming, and it's going to help me know how to draw them. So this whole process is why studying is different than just copying a reference. It's going to exercise a different part of your brain. Closely observing and asking questions like, where do these bones go inside this picture or this animal? That's what's going to help me be able to draw from imagination later on, right? So if you want to be better at drawing from imagination, doing studies with intention, not just trying to copy, but actually asking questions, is how you're going to get better as an artist. So that's the whole point of this. And thank you for whoever just followed. I'm sorry, I was mid-rant. Who was that? Sir Paint's not much. I love your name. Pyro, what is this nonsense? Not you too. Who science streams? Coming in here with these knees. How are you doing, Valent? It's good to see you. Even though there's knees in my chat now. But I'm supposed to have penguins up there. I claimed the pin spot already. Oh my gosh. Well, if you guys need refs, you're gonna have to type !ref now, because we've reached the part of the stream where Balint has to tease me with weird emotes from Twitch. How are you No, not the you guys, the sock, the wet sock is the weirdest. It's everything about it makes me uncomfortable. Why are we doing this? Oh, jeez. Thank you. You know what, I figure you guys are gonna keep pinning his emotes. It's okay. Just let him have it. That's really funny. Twitch do be twitching. You've almost accidentally subscribed your channel because you're using your flashlight with a stream? Oh my gosh, that's really funny. It's like, no, my $5, I needed that for cheese. That's my cheese fund. My $5 cheese fund, guys. If I don't have $5, I can't buy cheese. That's my rule. I feel your pain, Isel. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing well, Balint. There's the knee. We're a family friend knee stream around here, as we've decided. That's what the knee means, right? It means family friend knee. It's definitely not a super uncomfortable emote or anything. I'm just scrolling past it. You went to a really beautiful Rescorver? I don't know what that means, Gurks, but I'm glad it was cozy and heartwarming. Yeah, enjoy your uni stuff. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day, Balint. Sorry, I'm still getting down to the chat. How long was I rambling while there was just a bunch of knees in chat? Oh my gosh. Ow. I've got some kind of... I didn't see the knees until just now. Is that why you pinned them, Pyro? I'm not squirreling. I'm catching up on chat. I'm extremely on topic. Or are you just trying to scare me? Poor squirrel abuse. All the time squirrel abuse. No! I hate that one, Valent. I'm gonna make my bot react to weird things if you use that string of words. I don't like it. It's... Okay, I have to stop pointing it out or else you're gonna keep using it. Why do I verbalize these thoughts? Who knows? Stream of conscious streaming. Since penguins have knees, it's basically the same thing. Isel, et tu, Isel. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you don't like it either, Sloppy. I'm glad you're doing okay, Valent, even though you're hassling me with weird emotes today. What a friend knee play. No, I don't want it to be a thing any more than it already is. Should we cap the knee? Oh my gosh, Isel, what is this? Did anyone cheese Isel? Thank you, Amaze. Thank you, Pyro. That deserves a lot of cheese. Yeah, I don't know, Isel. I just try not to ask questions. But we're trying to have an art stream here. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm glad that you're amused. And thank you for the Gigantify. I appreciate the bits. The imagery is weird. The imagery weirds me out. Pardon me, I assume that's the appeal. It's Santa. Oh, so yeah, that makes it better because it's festive, right? It's somehow family friendly if it's festive. You didn't start painting until 2 hours in? Oh my gosh. I can't relate to that at all. Draws ribs frantically. Okay, let's find a reference. I'm not pushing science. Listen, Balint, I'm afraid that if I ever do actually decide to push for partner, that you will have said and told people so often that I'm pushing for partner that it will have no meaning. I'm not pushing. I don't know, when I have time, it has all the meaning. It's like the boy who cried poosh. Tomorrow? No, I don't stream tomorrow. I have to go to my day job tomorrow. Oh shoot, my bitrate says it's tanking. You will be, partner, you think? I don't know. Maintaining 75 viewers for like, what is it now? 2 or 3 months? I mean, when somebody raids me, I get very that does push up my views, but I don't draw that kind of viewership like organically, you know. Partner nudging was the ticket for you. Just kind of roll with it and hope for the best. What do you mean partner nudging? Also, hi Cup of Joe, how are you? Speaking of amazing art streamers here in chat, the boy who called it. Yeah, exactly, Rue. It makes sense. You think so, Esol? Maybe. I don't know. I barely even can find my mod view half the time when I'm streaming. don't know if I... Look at that chicken! See, that's the kind of emote we should be pinning. Look at that chunky, silky chicken. Oh my gosh, where did you get that emote? I freaking love it. It's so cute. Ugh. Hi, Mo Shrimp. How are you doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm trying to find a reference picture of a penguin, but you guys are very distracting. But thank you. Honestly, I do appreciate everybody being here, and I've just been floored this year with the amazingness of Art Twitch. We're actually going to, I was kind of unsure about doing this on stream. I feel weird about it, but I guess yesterday I saw a bunch of people, like a bunch of streamers, going over their stream recap or whatever from 2024. And I don't know, I thought, I kind of went waffled. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm still a little waffly about it, but I might look at it at my afternoon stream today with you guys. Because mostly I just want to say thank you, honestly, for everybody who's, like, hung out with me, like, chatted, you know, followed. It's been an incredible year for me on Twitch. And I really just want to, I don't know. I didn't want it to be like, I guess I'm worried that it might be, like, seen as self-aggrandizing, and that's not what I want. I mostly just want to say thanks. So I'm gonna keep thinking about it, but it might be something we do this afternoon, because I would like to say thank you to everybody. Also, Joe, I hope you're doing well. And Neil, hello, hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Moat Shrimp, I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, I love these chicken emotes. Who else has those? Forrest, I love your chicken emote. If you have a chicken emote, guys, it's like almost instantly my favorite emote if you have a chicken emote. I don't think anyone could. I hope not. Lots of folk. That's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. This is just me being a noob at Twitch, I guess. But I really didn't think about even sharing that until I saw, like, science. Dang it, Bullet. What? I wasn't ready for that. I'm not. Anyway, like, I saw people like Bullet, like science streams. I'm so distracted. I have to look away from chat. Hold on. What am I trying to say? I saw people like Belinda talking about their recap. I saw Cave Geek talking about it. I saw a lot of people sharing their recap for 2024. And it was really interesting. And it was cool to see as a viewer, as somebody who supports those channels and those folks. So I was like, well, maybe people would want to see. I don't know. Anyway, we might do it later. Or not. The corn's so cute. I had nobody. Oh my gosh, Esol. I'm just gonna throw cheese at all of you. Thank you. Thank you for the cheese tossing. Okay, let me find my penguin now. Did you guys know we have 2 cheeses? Also, I'm curious if we do a stream recap this afternoon. What do you guys think my most popular emote was? I'm curious what you guys think. Oh my gosh, Outernet, thank you. See, things like just throwing bits for no reason. Thank you, Outernet. I really appreciate the support. Every stream you got rated into. See, okay, Pyro. Yeah, that's kind of what I was noticing too. It just didn't even occur to me to share that. Never trust a penguin without. It's true. It looks like a dinosaur right there. Couldn't possibly be a dinosaur. How you doing, Mound of Meat? Oh my gosh, your name. You think, Bickman? We'll see. I'm curious what you guys think. I was kind of surprised, but sorry, I just got a really bad hiccup. Let's find a penguin. Let's do a penguin that most people know. I'm gonna draw a penguin that a lot of people are familiar with really quick. Also, trying to make this an art stream and not just a ramble stream. We'll see what level of success I can achieve with that. I'm gonna pick a very straightforward image. Copy. A newt. Yeah, exactly, boat shrimp. You've kept the streamer cap quiet. Makes you out to be a stalker. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, you've unfollowed. Wait, what? Hold on, Outnet. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Are you safe? I hope you're safe. Thank you all for being here, though. And I think if I do go over it, that's kind of going to be the theme. Look at this king penguin. A lovely bird. A lovely bird. Let's draw it, or at least I'm going to draw it. You guys draw what you want. But I'm going to try and apply some of this anatomy stuff that I just learned and make a little drawing here. Who said it was for no? Well, I don't feel worthy, I guess, is what that means out of net, but I do appreciate it. Hey Sharing, how's it going? I am finally starting to feel better. Yes, the cold has slowly abated. My voice is coming back. I'm not nearly as sniffly as I was, but yeah, it's been a for those who missed it, I had to call off my day job, actually, 3 days last week. It was kind of a whole ordeal doing that, unfortunately. But it's all good. Okay, let's draw a penguin. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Ultimate Pumpkin Pie. I appreciate that. Also, do you guys like this festive Nightmare Before Christmas? So Christmas. I think I did take one song out. I think I took out This Is Halloween because that didn't feel very Christmas. But we're about to hit the whole playlist actually, so I hope you guys are okay with it. Okay. Drawing a penguin. Let's go fast. I like the shapes actually in this head. And I actually don't know that I was super familiar with the king penguin. Like, I think I had seen these types of birds before, but I always kind of thought they were just like a weird, maybe subspecies of emperor penguin, because I feel like you hear about those a lot. And actually, they are really closely related. They look really similar, but the king penguin I think is smaller, which is funny to me. But it also, so like looking at it like this after having studied the anatomy, it's like, oh, the neck must be doing this. Like that's where this hump is coming from, because this is not a shoulder, as we know. So what I'm thinking is this is what's going on inside, right? We have the sternum, we have the kneel bone, or keel bone, you said, I think it was called. And then the little hyoid bone, and then you've got, you know, like a lot of birds, a lot of times you'll see birds doing S shapes with their neck. So I'm guessing that's what's happening here. But again, just having looked at the anatomy, it helps me to kind of make those guesses and helps me figure out like what I'm actually drawing. And that will help me figure out like where to put things, you know? So there's that knee. You know, I can see it now. You know, now that I've actually looked at it, I'm like, oh, there's the knee right there. How did I never notice that? Anyway, it's interesting stuff. Ah, and then you delete everything. Because that's how you draw. You just accidentally delete all of your drawing. Now you can't unsee it. I know, right? It's like I want to go find the knee in all the penguins. Totally a Christmas movie. I agree, Sharing. I agree. Yeah, check my layers or just don't delete everything. Exactly, Pyro. Pyro, don't you work too hard. I'm worried about you guys. Make sure that you're taking some rest too. Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm glad that you like it, Boat Shrimp. You're having a horribly cold day in Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it goes well. Let's see. It's a little bitter. I'm sorry. It's gonna be negative 23. Oh my gosh. We had a little cold snap in Colorado on Monday. I wonder if that's kind of what traveled your direction today. I know things tend to roll east out of Colorado. At least, I don't know, maybe to the south anyway. I'm not sure if it works like that going out to Minnesota, but it was pretty chilly. I think we got a little more snow than was anticipated once again. That's what a polar air mask can do for you. Yeah, for sure. Sure. So, okay, controversial question. Is Minnesota the Midwest? Is it considered the Midwest? I always get confused where that is. How many years have you been drawing on PC? Great question, Forrest. Let me think. How many years? Like a number? Gosh. Ugh, I have to confront my age here for a second. 20? About 20, maybe a little over 20. But I only got a screen tablet like the one I'm using now. Oh shoot, hold on, my job is calling me. What did I do? 1 second, guys. Hey guys, I'm not fired, so that's exciting. Not that I was that worried about it, but anytime I get a call from my day job, I'm like, oh no, this is the day my insurance is gone, or something. Anyway. Sorry for that. That was an unexpected call. Let me scroll up and see. Let's see. You're guessing like 15 years? Oh, yeah, well, at longer. It should probably be better. Ohio is considered the Midwest. Okay, that's good to know. It's core Midwest. Okay, great. I'm glad that I wasn't being offensive. Apparently those are like fighting words sometimes in some parts of the country. I don't know what is considered the Midwest. I had no idea that it was such a big deal until very recently. So yeah, Forrest, I actually use a Cintiq, which is a screen drawing tablet. It's a Wacom or a Wacom tablet. But for like the majority of my art career until the last 10 years, I did use a graphics tablet, which is just a drawing tablet with no screen. So it's just a USB plug-in, has a pen, it's pressure sensitive, but you have to look at the screen to draw. So that's what I started on and what I did most of my work on until about 2015. I got this Cintiq at the here, and I can show it to you too if you want to see. Oops, sorry, that's my ceiling. But this is my Cintiq. So it's a screen tablet. I have a 22-inch. My family actually all pitched in and bought this for me as a Christmas gift when I first moved to Colorado, when I first started my illustration journey, which was really kind, because at the time it was like $3 grand or something. So I definitely could not have afforded it, but I love this Cintiq. I prefer to use it. This is Wacom or Wacom. I grew up calling it Wacom, so I feel weird saying Wacom. It feels like whack-a-mole to me, but anyway, that brand I highly recommend. It really is the industry leader, although they are expensive. So if you're just starting out and you want to get into digital art, I always recommend people start with a graphics tablet. They tend to be a lot cheaper, and it's a good way to get a feel for if you really want to do this. I wouldn't recommend dropping the money on a screen tablet or an iPad unless you know you really want to do it. And I feel like if you can work with a graphics tablet, like just a regular USB plug-in graphics pad for a few months to a year, and you still are drawing at the end of that year, that's when I would recommend. If you really feel like you're still not adjusting to the graphics tablet, which if you use it daily, you should be adjusted within a couple of weeks. It is a little bit of an adjustment, but it's a lot cheaper to go that way. And then you can get like a cheap Wacom, which they make a really good entry-level graphics tablet. But I used an Intuos 4, which used to be their Pro line of graphics tablets for like most of my art career, I would say. Like, I got that thing, I think, in middle school, maybe freshman year of high school, and I still have it, actually. It's my backup tablet. I take it with me everywhere on my laptop, actually. Anyway, I think I'm behind in chat, though, because of that phone call, so let me catch up really fast. Aw. Thank you. Yeah, I don't draw with a mouse. I draw with a pressure-sensitive pen on the Wacom tablet. So it looks like this. It's got a little eraser on the end. I'm one of the weirdos that actually flips it over and actually erases with it. Apparently a lot of people don't do that. I'm starting to break the habit using my Huion because it doesn't have an eraser end on the pen, but let's see. Yeah. No, I'm not using a mouse. You don't have pressure sensitivity on a mouse. The only time I would even consider using a mouse is if I was doing pixel art, maybe, because you don't need that, I just learned this word actually from Cup of Joe the other day, the anti-aliasing thing, which I didn't know what this meant. I had to look it up because I'm a noob, but it means, like, when you make a line, see that how it's pressure sensitive? If you super zoom in, you can see it right there too. It's like all those faded pressure pixels along the outside, like the really faded out ones. That is the anti-aliasing thing. See how it like has gradients that follow the pen? That's the pressure sensitivity. Anyway, I had no idea what that meant. Not present in pixel art, turns out. It's not supposed to be anyway. Let's see. Diesel show, you're pretty certain that at some point people we didn't know came in and used the word hoot? That's so funny. Is that a Midwestern thing? I didn't know. Actually, yeah, big tablet, yeah. Let's see. Scrolling. Hey, Son, how you doing? Good to see you, Sana. Thanks for popping in. Sorry, I'm behind on chat somehow. Can you describe the adjustment between a tablet and a screen tablet? Can you explain what you mean, or did I already answer that, maybe? That penguin has some short little names. Hey, Turgus, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. You missed Balint. He was in here heckling me with knees and weird emotes earlier. Mad lads out here drawing. I know there are some people who do art with a mouse, which is like takes so much patience to get any kind of gradient with a mouse. I would just get a graphics tablet at that point. Yeah, I had no idea what it meant either. Oh, Sharon, yeah, have a good errands run. I hope it goes well. Truly a Wednesday on a Monday. Oh no, is it that good for you already? Is it Sana or is it Son? Or is it something else? Am I saying your name wrong? I've always wondered. But thanks for popping in. It's good to see you. Okay, I am gonna draw this penguin. Gosh darn it. Oh, except for I drew it on this layer. I also love your cute little red panda emotes. They're nice. Also, we've had a lot of artists visit the chat this morning. I want to make sure I give some shout-outs. Let me see if I can remember who all was here. We'll get one for Cup of Joe. You guys should go. Speaking of pixel art, I actually learned, like I said, all that stuff about anti-aliasing from Cup of Joe from when I tried and failed to draw pixel art. I thought pixel art was just take everything down to 1 pixel and push really hard so that it was solid. I didn't realize I had to have like an actual pixel brush that had like I didn't know what anti-aliasing was, so he explained that to me. Bickman is also a pixel artist. Bickman, do you stream? How did I never know this? You'll get me on. I really want to try it. I've been wanting to try pixel art for years. It was actually on my to-do list last year, and then I had some health issues, and everything went out the window except streaming, basically, regularly. But it's Sana. Okay, thank you, Sana, for letting me know. Yeah, you guys should go follow Cup of Joe, for sure. He lives up to his name. He is quite like a caffeine hit. And also, speaking of human caffeine, you should also go follow Be a Diesel if you aren't already. We may have already gotten Diesel a shout out, but if you haven't already, go follow Diesel. She's caffeine and oil paint put together. So if you like traditional artists, you gotta go follow Isel. You haven't for months. Well, let me know if you ever do, Bickman. That's really cool. I didn't know that you did. I will make sure that I'm following you so I don't miss it. You accept the title? I'm glad. I'm glad. I remember the first time I popped into Isel's stream, I was like, oh my gosh, who needs caffeine when this lady exists? This is amazing. Just like so friendly and so enthusiastic. Same thing with Joe. You guys are both just incredible humans, and I really appreciate that you stream on Twitch. It's really fun. Similar but different vibes, and I love it. One of these days I'll actually get down on painting. I know, right? Cup of Joe, I am actually facing my fears about traditional media with Isel. Aw, thank you, Anonymous. Whoever, that was really loud. I apologize if that scared anybody. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your alien baby. Isel, enjoy your sub. Thank you to whoever just gifted a sub to Isel. That was really kind. I'm actually going to be doing a co-stream with Isel next week on Wednesday. We're going to be practicing it after my stream today. But yeah, she's going to be teaching me how to do oil paint. I'm excited nervous about it. So if anybody wants to come be excited nervous with me, that'll be on the 18th. I believe, if I have gotten that. I don't know, I was real confused about it yesterday, so I'm hesitant to say anything official. But it should be around the time of my normal afternoon stream. We'll figure that out today, and I'll get the word out. I'm hoping, if I have time today, I want to make a little, like, announcement image or something about it that I can share on Discord and socials and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go learn how to oil paint, so wish me luck. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I'm teachable or not. I might be too nervous. Yeah, it was really nice, whoever gifted that sub. That was really sweet. Twitch is so nice, honestly. I really appreciate that. And Isel deserves it. Isel's always lurking here. I appreciate you, Isel. Enjoy your emotes, too. You've done some of your best digital art with a mouse. Nice. Nice, out of net. Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's just tough. Have you ever done pixel art out of net? If not, maybe try it out. You might actually really like it. I do find you can do it just as easily with a mouse as a tablet for sure. Although it might be a little faster with a pen. Yeah. And you find you're using mouse so often. Really, Turgis? Wow. I didn't know you drew as well, Turgis. Did I know that? I apologize if I forgot. You guys Turgis streams as well, although not art typically. I believe mostly games. Correct me if I'm wrong, Turgis. Let's see. Dating a painter who uses oil paints while you use watercolors? Oh my gosh. You went together like oil and water? Wow. A teacher not being teachable. Ulodnin, teachers can be as bad as anybody. It's kind of like that saying that doctors are the worst patients. Sometimes teachers are the worst students. It's kind of one of those things, like the field that you're in, you tend to kind of be good at one side of it, if that makes sense. I always remember doing trainings and in-services when I was teaching in a public school, and man, teachers were the worst students. You get a bunch of teachers together and they will not shut up. You can't, like, they do terrible classroom management. It's almost like all bets are off when the kids aren't around, and it's really hard to, like, get teachers to focus and pay attention and not talk to each other and actually, like, take new information and be taught sometimes. So yeah, teachers can sometimes, I'm fully owning this. I hope I'm not a bad student. It is kind of a thing with teachers. I know the irony, right? I've been told doctors are terrible patients for the same reason. It's like a lot of doctors, they won't take advice from other doctors. It's a thing. So yeah. Anyway, I've spent way too much time on this little penguin. Let's finish this up and do another one. I wanna show you guys one of the cool new penguins that I learned about this morning. If anyone wants to draw penguins with me, there are some pinned up at the top of chat, I think. Feel free to click that and you know, draw along if you want to, or draw something else if you want to. That's fine too. Used to be a paint and sip teacher, and I can totally see that. Whenever I'd go to one for fun, I was out of control. Isel, I'm the worst at those. I never want to paint what they're trying to get us to paint, so every time I go, I basically just go up to the teacher privately and ask, look, is it okay if I just play and do my own thing? Will you be offended? Like, I don't want to offend you. And usually, I have never had anyone be like, oh no, I'd be so offended, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're always like, oh, that's fine. Because I'm sure you had this experience, but it's mostly for people who don't ever paint, you know, to go to those paint and sips and kind of do a follow along. honestly, it's kind of what I did when I was an elementary school art teacher. A lot of it was just follow me and like learning motor skills. But yeah. I feel like I'd be really bad at the paint and sip. Oh yeah, you guys, I can show you the things I've done at a paint and sip before. It's always a dragon. I've done a dragon. I've done 2 dragons and a griffin, I'm pretty sure. I've been to 3 paint and sips, and I've never drawn what they want me to. I'm always like, how much can I paint in an hour? It's like speed paint, fantasy painting, and they're terrible because the paints are super low quality, and I'm not good at painting. I'm out of practice. But yeah, anyway. Actually, one of them is decent enough that I've taken it to cons and attempted to sell it, but nobody's ever bought it. It's not that good. Or maybe I'm just not going to the right cons. I don't know. Speaking of cons, I'm thinking about getting back into those next year. So if anybody has any con recommendations, especially in the Denver area, let me know. I'm on the wait list for FanX. I might apply to Denver. I've never done a fur convention before. I'm a little nervous because I don't really identify with that subculture. Although it's fine, and a lot of people in that community like are followers and stuff. I'm a little worried about being a poser, quite frankly. But I draw a lot of animals, and every year people are like, you should do this show. People will really like your stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I fit in. We'll see. We'll see. Can Casey get a table at the next EaselCon? That would be awesome. I'm also thinking about applying to TwitchCon. So if anyone's ever been to TwitchCon and has advice for me, especially about how to get in, because I've heard that the application process can be a little hard, please let me know. I'm highly interested in going. It would be my first ever out-of-state convention, and I really want it to be a successful one. So if anybody knows of like a Discord I could get in on that has like TwitchCon folks, or people who've gone or are going, are generally some of the most welcoming. Oh, I know, Sloppy, for sure. I've never had a bad interaction ever with a furry ever. Love them. Wonderful, wonderful and valued members of my community. I worry about being a poser. It's all self-imposed. Listen, there's a theme in my life. If you haven't picked up on it yet, there's a lot of self-imposed concern that's usually unwarranted, and I'm trying to recognize that and push through it. But I am thinking about applying to that one for that reason. Just because everybody always tells me, I draw a lot of animals. My art has always attracted members of that community. And so, anyway. Also, there is an ad coming up, by the way, just so anyone knows. If you want to support the stream, feel free to mute the tab or lower the volume and just kind of hang out in the background. But if you can't, that's fine too. I totally understand. While we're in ads, though, before we go, I also want to give a shout out. I don't know if we got a shout out for Science or not when he was heckling me, but you guys really should go follow Science streams, even though he's a emote bully, if he's still listening. I don't know if he heard that. But you guys should follow him. Alright, I think we're in ads now. Yeah, sorry for the ads, guys. Let's do some stretching while we do this. Yeah, thanks, Bach. I appreciate that. I almost forgot. You feel like there's a big enough community that a Twitch ArtCon could be viable? Maybe. I think the hardest thing about TwitchCon, I have no idea if you can hear me, Bigman. I don't know if you have turbo or not. But I think the hardest thing about Twitch art community or like TwitchCon in general, is that it's in California. And I think a couple years ago it went to Las Vegas to kind of move locations. But as far as I know, it's going to be in California for like the foreseeable future. And that's hard for a lot of artists on Twitch to get to. So I've heard that a lot of times they give artist alley spots to people who don't really stream on Twitch. Just because, I don't know why, just reasons. Either for attraction of people to come, or people who know people. I have no idea how it works, but anyway. I do love the art Twitch community, and a big reason I've been thinking about going to TwitchCon is I'd love to meet more of them, like more people who I don't already kind of know. And maybe even meet some other people on Twitch who have cool content that I don't know about, It's been really cool this year learning about Science Twitch and, like educational sides of Twitch that I just didn't think about as being like a thing. Yeah, so I'd love to meet more people. Alright. I'm just doing some carpal tunnel stretches. If you can hear the sound of my voice, by the way, this is your hourly reminder to unshrimp yourself. to kind of curve your back into a C shape and just kind of unhunch a little bit. Push your neck back. Hold that pose if you can for about 10 seconds. Really like stretch those muscles and push your shoulder blades together and kind of flex them a little bit, and then relax. And when you relax, it should put you into like an upright position, at least a more upright position. Supposedly, that will over time help your posture. We've got about 30 seconds left. To you, art Twitch is Twitch? Yeah, I mean, I mostly hang out in the art and sciences categories of Twitch. In fact, if we do the recap later, you guys will see that. Callie is a problem. Is it really, Oaks? Hey, Oaks, how you doing? Speaking of folks you guys should follow, Oaks, I appreciate you hanging out here, but I think everybody should follow you. Because Oaks is amazing. Incredible streams. He streams really late for me, but I always like hanging out on his streams. Not only is he a fantastic artist, but he has a very fun stream theme that is extremely entertaining to interact with, so you guys should all go give him a follow. Incredible creature and spooky horror artist. Definitely follow. Yeah, I've never done a con in California, but I am thinking about TwitchCon. I'm kind of thinking about making it like a vacation. Like maybe either if I can't find somebody to share a hotel with, or if I can't find somebody who lives there that I could just sleep on their couch to save money. I might go in with some friends on an Airbnb or something and just make like a week of it and like go to the zoo, because I've always wanted to go to the San Diego Zoo. Ever since I was a kid, it's been like a dream destination for me. Blessed anti-shrimp pose. But we'll see. We'll see. There's some great places more central in the US where it could be. For sure. For sure. And it'd be cheaper, honestly. I think it's really... I think the expense of getting to California and staying in California is a lot of the deterrent. It's why I've never gone to San Diego Comic-Con or any of the, like, Lightbox. Like, there's so many cool California cons. It was a lot of alliteration that I'd love to go to, but I just can't afford that, you know? But we'll see. Because TwitchCon doesn't charge a table fee, which... I don't know if I should advertise that because now I have more competition if lots of people apply, but because it doesn't charge a table fee, I'm like, it like makes it more likely that I could actually afford to go, because all I have to worry about then is just travel expenses. So yeah. There's an air museum in Atlanta. Oh, that's cool. Humbly suggest Atlanta. Doesn't Atlanta do Dragon Con? No, Oaks, you deserve it. Everyone should go follow Oaks. He's incredible. Penguins look like they're sagging their pants. I mean, they kind of are. Look at the skeleton, Turgis. I don't know if you saw this. We were talking about the anatomy of a penguin. Look, they have knees. If anyone didn't know, or if you missed it earlier, penguins have knees, guys. Look at this. Look, I'll point it out to you if you can't see it, because I know sometimes my pictures aren't the best. Here's the knee, right here. And there's the hip. So this is the femur. It's like this little tiny bone, right here. I'm picking terrible colors for this. Hold on. There we go. Red, knee, shin bone, hip. So here is the knee for the penguin. And that's the feet. You can see it. We were talking about it. You can actually see it right here in the reference. It's like, oh, there's the knee, there's the hip. So you can like draw those things into your image. That's part of why we do anatomy studies, so you can figure out how to interpret reference, right? Like, if I hadn't looked at that skeleton, I would not know. I would think that was the hip, honestly. I would just think it was like hip and a fused knee cap or something. But no, they actually have knees. It's crazy. It's also interesting to look at how long the neck is, how short the torso is, technically. And just know that like all this is just blubber and fat and a little bit of muscle. Makes you wonder about dinosaurs. Have you guys seen this when people are drawing like a like a Brachiosaurus or a Titanosaur? And they're like, but what if? But what if? It makes me laugh. Every time. I love it. I love a blubbery type. Even though this animal would literally probably like crush itself under its own weight, like this is obviously not realistic. Not likely anyway. It's still funny to think about. But for like, creatures like Elasmosaurus or like this, plesiosaurs or something, the swimming marine reptiles, way more likely, honestly. And I love the shape. Anyway. Fun times, fun thoughts. That's why anatomy is fun to study. Okay, let's actually color. You did the Airbnb thing with a bunch of Twitch friends for Dragon Con. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. The only gaming stream you follow is your own and friends that you personally know IRL. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I do know that the gaming side is harder. I think Turgis answered my question maybe that you do game streams. You sometimes dabble in art streams, but you're not. That's fair. I mean, don't get me started on my talent versus skill rant, Turgis, but you could be an artist. Don't you worry. It's usually you trying to make emotes or 3D modeling. Oh, that's cool. Oh, very cool. I do love a 3D modeling stream. Make sure I'm following you, Turgis. Am I following you? I'm not. I'm following you now. Hopefully I can catch one sometime. Second favorite job. Wait, what was? Wait, what was your... Wait, what? I'm behind in chat. I don't know what's going on. More penguins. Sorry. I will draw more penguins. I'm sorry if I've missed anything in chat. I don't know where I left off and I've scrolled down too far. I think it's a really good workflow. Wait, what is? Try pixels. Yeah, yes, drop, no, Cup of Joe, I'm sorry I missed it. Please, drop a link. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially people I know and trust. I have links. Links are fine in chat as long as they're work safe. I'd love to see. Yeah. I think it's a really good workflow for folks who want to try. Yeah, for sure. Is it Sprite? I've had my eye on Sprite for a while. I'm sorry that I'm so late to see that. I don't think you have sent it to me like 7 times. If you have, I've forgotten, and it's okay. You in a little bit of a tuition with an artist, so you're learning really quickly. That's great. That's great. I do recommend Draw a Box for anybody who is trying to get into art making. Like if you're starting from like ground zero, if that's an appropriate term, and you have no idea anything about any art fundamentals, Draw a Box is great for that. It literally walks you through the super basic fundamentals of it, like what is a line, what is pin control, how do you get better pin control, you know, just like basic motor skills of drawing, and then just working your way up from that. So if you are new to art, I do recommend Draw a Box if you just want to start building those skills. Especially if something like an anatomy study just feels overwhelming to you. Like you're like, I don't even know how to draw a circle. Like go start with Draw a Box. Even if you're kind of an established artist, I think it's important to go back and revisit those fundamentals every once in a while. Because it goes over things like form, like how to think about contour, how to think about perspective. Stuff that we all kind of know if you've been drawing for a while, but it's always good to revisit. I would love to be better at perspective, and I would like to do like an organized perspective study one time, but I'm not ready for that. Can't even figure out the perspective tools in Krita, but once I have those figured out, we'll do it. Alright, I'm so sorry that I'm so behind in chat. I don't know where I left off. If I missed anything anyone said, please repeat yourself. Let's see. Try to get her to start CaseyCon. I don't know what CaseyCon would be. I don't even understand what that means. Would it just be like, let's meet up at a zoo and draw? Because that's like all I can think of. You guys want to come draw with me at the Denver Zoo? I'll meet you there. We'll pick a day. I don't think that would be worth it to travel across the country to go draw at a random zoo, though. Let's see. I am so behind in chat. I am so behind in chat. Hold on. I'm so sorry if anyone's trying to talk to me. Oh, I found it. I found where I left off. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to go to the San Diego Zoo. They have a, I didn't know this until TwitchCon actually this year, but people were streaming from the San Diego Zoo and they have a safari park. So it would be like a 2-day thing. There's no way I could see both in one day. So I would have to go to the San Diego Zoo and the safari park. So I would need to be in San Diego for at least a week. So if anybody lives in the area and has recommendations, let me know what I should do with my time. I've also never actually been to the Pacific side of the US. So I've never been to California. I've never put my foot in the Pacific Ocean. So like I'd be doing all those cheesy things. They wear your pants like you. Are you a pants sagger, Oaks? You had the Airbnb. Oh, I'm so sorry, Turgis. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Good, good. I'm glad you're back in school, at least. There's a silver lining. What if the Loch Ness Monster was just a big penguin ancestor? There you go. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for your service, Turgis. So they are constantly walking in a squat. Yeah, kinda, actually. Actually, now that you mention it, yeah, they kind of are constantly walking in a squat. I imagine that they have muscles that are just particularly anchored to their skeleton to make it that this is a comfortable pose. But man, glutes for days. If not, right? Can we get a drawing of a real penguin? Oh, a real penguin wink. I was gonna say auks aren't penguins, but they aren't. I did read this morning, and maybe Sloppy can elaborate on this. Auks are actually in a group called penguin something scientific Latin that I can't say. But that's actually why penguins are called penguins, is because they looked similar to auks, and back in the day before we knew about like DNA and the tree of life and stuff, we just named things based on what they look like, which is why you get so many confusing animal names, like the elephant shrew, which is neither an elephant nor a shrew, I'm pretty sure. Or if it is a shrew, it's a very weird one. Maybe it is a shrew. I don't know, but that's probably a bad example. There's lots of weird animals out there that aren't named appropriately. 100% work safe, and you can use whatever software you want. Cool, let me click this. I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna go put it in my Discord before I forget, because if I don't do it right this second, it will escape my mind. We do have a talk shop section of the Discord if anyone does have like art related stuff you want to post. Tutorials can go in there. Links to sales on programs, just talking about how to use things. We have a whole section for that kind of thing, so I'm gonna post it in there. Thanks for the link, Cup of Joe. Sorry it took me a million years to get down to your comment. I'm glad you're drawing a box block. Drawbox is great. I know, I need to do some too. We've done 2 warm-ups from Drawbox and done them on for warm-up streams. I think we did like the very basic contours one, like how to think 3-dimensionally, which is going to help you so much with your drawing. And then we did I think a value study one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Isn't good pursuit of your third career. Something isn't physical. Yeah, for sure, Targus. Well, good luck. I hope schooling is going well. And yeah. Need to get a lot, but yeah, who doesn't? Wait, who just donated on Ko-fi and how did I miss that? I'm so sorry. Bickman. Aw, Bickman. That's my super secret printer goal that I forgot to take down. There was technically a secret stretch goal for the printer. It was like an extra to help cover the cost because the printer was actually a little more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But I got it on sale anyway, so I think it all evened out. But anything that goes into my Ko-fi right now is just going to go to paying for ink and paper. So I'm hoping to actually maybe set up my printer this week. Bickman, that's way too kind. Go pick up Asperite? Aw. Alright, I will. Just because you... I actually don't know how much it is, but just because you did that. I will do that. Thank you. Since you told me what the donation was for, I will use it for that. Not now. What's happening? Thank you so much, Bigman. You are so kind. I wasn't even doing a sketchathon or anything. Very, very sweet. Thank you for support. Sounds like a very fun event for your more local viewers. Yeah, exactly, Sloppy. I know. I don't know how many local viewers I have, to be honest. Zoo meetup would be fun. If y'all met at TwitchCon and then went to the yes, Cup of Joe. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's meet at TwitchCon and go to the zoo. I really want to draw at the San Diego Zoo, although I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably be so overwhelmed with just getting to see everything because I've heard it's huge and hard to see it all in one go. I would love to meet up with artists at the San Diego Zoo for TwitchCon. TwitchCon is a zoo? I wouldn't know. I've never been. What part of the local Denver Zoo? The actual, oh, yes, the actual zoo. You would call yourself an artist. Good. Not talented. I mean, I just still don't believe in talent. I think art is a skill. I think anyone can build a skill set. But I hear what you're saying. You don't have the skill set that you want yet, but you're trying to get there, which is great. I said, yeah, I know. I'm not gonna go on my talent versus skills rant. I'm being good today. Why am I so far behind in chat? What is going on? Okay, I think I'm getting close. You'd be thinking of the wrong birds. Original penguins are extinct? Well, yes, penguins are imposters. Yes. Yeah, we'll read about it. No shot. I need to get in your Discord. Yeah, go for it. You're at the... Wait, there's a Discord limit? Cup of Joe, oh no. I didn't realize there was a limit. I'm probably getting close to that. I need to clean my Discord out too. It's so easy to join a million Discords. Well, if anyone wants to be in the Discord, I am so honored to have anybody hanging out with me in between streams. And I feel like there are quite a few like really cool artists that post work in there and talk shop and share stream tips. If anyone's trying to get into streaming, we have a whole section for stream tips if you need help with stream stuff. Yeah, feel free, but no pressure either to Joe or to anybody. I know that there's, like I said, a million Discords out there. You think after all these boxes, Bach, it takes time. Don't pressure yourself. There's a reason that we say the motto of these streams is to get the bad drawings out. There's a phrase I heard one time that said it takes 1,000 bad drawings to make one quote-unquote good drawing, and bad and good is subjective. That's all very personal based on your goals and your experience, but the whole idea of the art gym is to spend this time, not usually, just trying to get through those 1,000 bad drawings. I gotta make 1,000 bad penguins before I can like draw a penguin from memory and kind of innovate a penguin, right? Like I haven't spent time studying and drawing penguins, so it's gonna take me a while to get to a proficiency point where all my penguins don't just look like this off the top of my head. So this is what we would call a schema. I'm not gonna go on my schema rant either. But this is like my default drawing of a penguin without reference, just like from my head what I think it looks like loosely. It's more of a symbol than a drawing, right? And building up and working on our schema is an important part of this too. Trying to break through the schema, I guess I should say. If the printer goal is done, check the message. Yeah, thanks Beckman. Sorry that I got so far behind in chat. I do appreciate that. Grey dock is extinct, says Neil. Yep, but the other species like the common still survive. Yeah. Yeah. I think what Sloppy is talking about is the scientific name of the penguin, or of the auk. So here, we can look at that in a minute. I'll do that at some point on stream. But yeah, I was reading that on the Wikipedia page. I think I know what Sloppy's talking about. It's $20 usually, but if you wait a little bit, it usually goes on sale around the holiday. That's great to know, Cup of Joe. Drawing at the zoo is great. Yeah, Rue, let me know if you ever want to meet there. Denver Aquarium would be cool. I've never been to the Denver Aquarium. Everyone tells me I should go. Exactly, Mr. Big Cookie. How you doing, Mr. Big Cookie? Don't gotta be great to start, but you gotta start to be great. I like that, Cup of Joe. I might steal that. Yeah, skills take time. They take time. How did I get this far behind? What is happening? No, I'm not gonna, you always want me to set it to slow mode, but I really don't like to do that. I feel like it just discourages chat, because I want you guys to be able to talk to each other too. I know not all the chat is for me. If you don't have Nitro, it's 100 servers. That is brand new news to me, Bickman. How did I not know this? Way past Super Chub Fluffbirds, but that's okay, Suntroa. We'll look at it. Oh my gosh, I love everything about what I'm seeing in that already. It actually isn't that big. The issue is the zoo is in a canyon. And the pathing is odd because of it. You have to backtrack to see everything. Oh, interesting. I think the Fort Worth Zoo has a similar problem. I think they're trying to fix it with like adding more exhibits, and they've redone a lot of their layouts. I just went to the Fort Worth Zoo over Thanksgiving. I haven't been there since I was a kid. Well, not a kid. I haven't been there in a while. It's been like, at least, I don't think I've been there since I moved to Denver. If I have, maybe it was very early. Maybe one time in like the late 20-teens, if that's what we're calling it now. But yeah, it's been a minute. But it has a similar issue where to see the whole thing, you have to backtrack a little bit. I think it's built around a river is part of the problem. Oh, hey nerd, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Denver Reviews of Nature and Science is awesome, Rue. I agree. I love visiting. I actually tried to sign up as a volunteer there, but they still haven't gotten back to me. But I do have like a free pass now because of that. I need to take advantage of that more if I had time. Not stealing, you're just borrowing. Oh, okay. I see. You used to have Nitro to have... So what happens if you lose Nitro, though, and you have more than 100 servers? Does it, like, make you leave some? How does that work? Hey, Unknown Andy, how you doing? I will get to your dropping animal in just a second. How do you paint when your head is full of sawdust? I have no idea. I have no idea. You just made a maze very happy, Andy. I just want you to know that. Just caffeinating. Hey, samesies. Alright, let's draw another penguin. Let me pick another penguin before I keep catching up on chat. I know, right, Rue? Oh my gosh, this is so cute, Suntro. I love this. Also, the name of that comic is hilarious. Okay, let's pick a penguin that I didn't know about until I did some research this morning. How do I get back? Oh wait, I can just click this penguin link that Amaze has pinned to the top of chat. Perfect. I did not know about this penguin until this morning. Fascinated by this penguin, actually. So there's a penguin called a yellow-eyed penguin. And it is one of like 3 or 4 penguin species that live in New Zealand, which I didn't know they had so many. But you guys, look at this penguin. Let me see if I can find a really good picture of one. This one might over-exaggerate the yellow slightly. Let me find one that's like looks less photoshopped. That one undersaturates the yellow. What the heck? Okay, we'll use this one. This, or maybe it's just like a mating season thing. I don't know. But this is a yellow-eyed penguin, folks. I did not know about this penguin until this morning. Look at it. Oh, it's like underneath the skeleton. Hold on. Look at it. So interesting looking. I had no idea this penguin existed. We'll learn about it in a little bit if you guys want to, but I'm gonna crop this down so that I can draw from it, and then I'm gonna do the draw me an animal really fast. We have a draw me an animal request for a secretary bird. One of my favorite birds, actually. And also, I think the favorite bird, possibly the favorite animal, question mark, of our very own Amazing Fan 15. I'm not sure. Please feel free to clarify, Amaze, if you'd like to. So let's get this little guy isolated over here so I can draw him. I think they're really cool looking. Save. Draw yellow-eyed penguin. But first let's do the draw me an animal. Where is it? There we go. Draw me an animal. So if anyone has not been here for this game before, the way it works is somebody can pick an animal. Once, I think every 30 minutes we can play this game. I will write the name down, and the only rule really is no hints. So whether it's in the request or in the chat, please do not give any hints. Because it kind of ruins the game a little bit. The whole point is for me to try and draw the animal from memory, and then we will go look at the animal afterwards. So the animal... I don't even know how to spell this, hold on. The animal that's chosen is the secretary bird. I want to make sure I spell it right. There we go. Okay, I was spelling it right. Why did that look wrong to me for some reason? Secretary bird. Alright. So, I have 5 minutes on the clock to draw this animal. And then we'll learn about it together at the end of that 5 minutes. So, it is 11:24, maybe almost 11:25. So I'm going to say around 11:29 is when I have to stop. Secretary bird. I have actually drawn these a number of times. Not for this game, just like in general. So I'm going to draw what I think a secretary bird looks like. It'll be like a shorthand version of a secretary bird. But I've done stickers of these. There's actually, I have secretary bird characters in my comic, or at least one character, in my comic Drift, which is features African animals. It's kind of like talking about human issues, but using animals as a vehicle. Reasons, and stuff. These are really cool birds, so we'll learn about them after I'm done drawing. But they have really long legs, which I think is where the name comes from. And they stomp to kill their prey, which is fascinating. And they mostly go after snakes, I believe, is their like main prey. But let's learn about them together here in a sec. Now, I don't know if I can remember off the top of my head exactly their coloration, so I may struggle with that part a little bit. Let's see. I just know there's a lot of whites and grays and some black, and that they have brightly colored faces. So we're gonna guesstimate here. This is gonna be messy, I apologize. want to say they've got like a reddish, maybe salmon-y colored face. Orange beak. No, we'll find out in a minute how close I get. Remember if the red extends around the whole eye or just most of the eye? Can't recall. We'll find out. We will find out. I've got a little bit of the sniffles left. I do know they have really impressive head crest, which I like drawing. It's very dramatic. I want to say their neck feathers are mostly white, and that there's just like a smidge of gray on the wings, but I'm trying to visualize them. It might not be that much gray. It might be mostly white. We'll find out. We'll find out. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've drawn one, so this is just my best guess. Okay, and then they live in the savannas of Africa. Prairie land, if you will. Oh, shoot. I just drawn the wrong layer. I messed up one of these layers. I always, on this one I always forget. And they kill snakes. Little danger noodles. That's what they eat. I'm gonna try and draw one really quick. Terrible grass. Terrible everything. And a little dead snake. Supposed to be X's on the eyes, but they really don't look like it. Oh my gosh, my Cintiq thing uncalibrated again. What the heck? Pretend that's a snake, I don't know. Alright, there's my secretary bird. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I think I have like a minute left here. I'll add a little more grass. Wee grass, wow. Grass and stuff. Long-legged, stompy burbs. And then we'll see how close I get. How do you paint? Oh, no, okay, I already read that. It says you can't join anymore? Oh, okay, but you're not kicked out of the lunch already in. I see. Let's see. No, thanks for linking to the yellow-eyed penguin. I'm behind in chat again, sorry. Let's look up the secretary bird. Okay. Secretary bird. Where are you? See how close I got with the colors. Not too bad. Not too bad. Like I said, I've drawn these animals a few times. Okay, so the wings do have a little bit of a grayish color on them. I thought I remembered that. Just couldn't remember, so I should have left it the way it was. Would have been more accurate. Oh, and they have black pants. Dang it, I forgot about the black pants. I'm still gonna say, I'm gonna give myself like a 95%. I think I pretty much got this. I got the markings a little bit off, but for the most part, I feel like I drew the animal. So yeah, there's my secretary bird. Here's what they really look like. Wait, where did that go? There we are. I lost it. Yeah, these are really cool critters. Let's learn about them. Oh, why is it always on light mode? I put it on dark every single day. Why does it change? So they are oh no! Oh, I had no idea they were endangered, you guys. What the heck? Oh, I hate learning that. I honestly thought they were not endangered. I thought that they were fine. Oh, that's so disappointing. I hate to learn that. Okay. Mostly terrestrial, spending most of its time on the ground, and it's usually found in the open grasslands and savanna of the sub-Saharan region. Described the species in 1779. And it's a member of the order, oh my gosh, these scientific names. Petriformis? I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but basically birds of prey. It's a bird of prey. It's a diurnal bird of prey. Diurnal meaning non-nocturnal bird of prey. So diurnal is like the opposite of nocturnal. It's day birds. Day birds. Anyway, but it's alongside eagles, hawks, kites, that kind of thing. Instantly recognizable, very large bird with an eagle-like body on crane-like legs that give the bird a height of as much as 4'3". So these are huge animals. This is like taller than some people. I actually didn't realize they could get that tall. Wow, 4'3". That's really tall. Sexes are similar in appearance. Adults have a featherless red-orange face and predominantly gray plumage, flattened dark crest, and wow. Got Josh Groban. Calm down. Let's turn that down slightly. I don't know how loud that was for you guys, but it was really loud on my end. Okay. Breeding can take place any time of the year. Here's where they live. All these, like, green areas. So this, I guess maybe this is why I thought, because I knew they were, like, all over. I'm pretty sure I actually saw one when I went to Rwanda. I think I have pictures of one. Rwanda, for those who don't know, is, in this area. Pretty sure that's Rwanda, yeah. That's Kenya. I think that's Rwanda and Uganda. Either way, it's Central Africa. Pretty sure that's it. I could be very wrong. They're so pretty! Such cool animals. They have really dramatic eyelashes, too. And they fly. Anyway, their most interesting behavior, in my opinion, though, is the fact that they kill snakes and lizards by stomping them. They're stompy burbs. Do we have a video about the stomping? First successful rearing of a secretary bird occurred in 1986 at the Oklahoma City Zoo. Well done, Oklahoma. Let's look up a video of them stomping, because I think it's interesting. Secretary bird stomp. Stoink. Stomp. I like the title of this. Oh. How do I skip this? I do not want to see the ad. I want to see the stomping. I don't know how. Oops, sorry. I just want to see the stomping. Let's mute the volume because I don't know what he's going to talk about. But yeah, see, they like kick them to death. Look at that. And then they pick them up and they're like, food time. So here's the stomping behavior right here. Or I guess that's running. But stomp, kick, stomp, kick. There we go. So really interesting. If you want to watch this video, just because I don't want to get in trouble for watching it, I think that's the thing. I'm going to post it in chat. So there you go. That's the secretary bird. Thank you so much, Andy, for that recommendation. I love the secretary bird. It's a good one. So if you didn't know about the secretary bird, hopefully now you do. And that's the Draw Me an Animal game. It's kind of a fun little educational diversion we take every once in a while here on my channel. And let me see what you guys are up to. By the way, if you guys want to follow more science streamers, make sure you follow Nerd Lino here on Twitch. Former NASA scientist who talks about space science and stuff. I don't know, maybe you already got a shout out. I have no idea. But follow him anyway. Okay. Scrolling, because I'm behind on chat again. It's Amaze's favorite bird. Okay. Not your favorite animal, but your favorite bird. It's a cool bird. Hint, it's a bird. That's a secretary. Good hint, Charlie Strachan. That's true. I should have remembered the giant eyelashes, yeah. It isn't easy to remember. No, not without reference. It's one of these guys in their shows. No way. They'd bring out a rubber snake. And it was Turgis. I want to go to the San Diego Safari Park even more badly now. Hey, Chris Wright, how's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because of the eyelashes and the long legs and the pants. Because, you know, sexism. But yeah, I could be wrong. I didn't read that part of the Wikipedia page. How you doing, Chris Wright? Speaking of artists you guys should follow, make sure you follow Chris Wright too. Thea has a bandage on her leg. Oh no, what happened? Just spun in circles chasing it? Oh, that's cute. I love that. I love that. Dayman, fighter of the night man. Yeah, exactly. Good burps, good burps. Oh, Chunkers is another artist I forgot to shout out earlier. Sorry, I'm really bad at shout outs today. I was hanging out on Chunkers streams last night. Chunkers is an animator here on Twitch. Known each other for a little while. And very nice streams to chill on. Stomps faster than you can blink, yeah, for sure. Gotta go. Yeah, Pyro, good luck with your errand, and please be healthy. Just another name for a Bond villain? Oh gosh. I think it might be. I think it might be Chris, yeah. When you said 4'3", yeah, wow, that's terrifying. Yeah. I'm glad you I hope you shared that with your friend. 4'3" Kiki Bird is not a joke. I mean, that's a dinosaur right there. It's taller than some dinosaurs. Got spayed. Oh, okay, good, good. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. Happy to shout out. It's not that bad. The Saratoga bird gets the name from the crest of long quill-like feathers. Oh, okay. See, I was wrong. There we go. Resembles the quill pens. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, I redact my grumpy sexism comment. Not bothered by emus. Emus are fine, but secretary birds would do it for you. It's true. It really. Yeah, no, they do. They do. They're really fast. Yeah. Have a good one, Targus. Thanks for hanging out. I will draw this penguin now. Now that I'm at the bottom of chat, finally. It's already 11:30. All right, let's draw this yellow-eyed penguin. By the way, if anyone's drawing along, if you were doing some warm-ups while I was rambling, you probably got more done than I did. But we have a Discord with a warm-up study section. Feel free to post your studies. As long as they're work safe, you can post them in there. And we will look at them here in a little bit. I will say probably in about 10 minutes is when we're going to start looking at artwork that you guys have done. So if you'd like to do some artwork and have it shown and just help be part of the accountability here at the art gym, as we call it. If anybody wonders about the name, it kind of came out of conversation here at Twitch chat, but sort of the idea behind it is like how you need accountability sometimes to go to the gym. It's sort of the same with drawing from reference with a lot of artists, at least with me. I don't know if I can speak for every artist, but I certainly struggle to do the studies that I always say I'm going to do, and I know that I need to do, so this is a good way to get that accountability in. So if you want to be a part of the accountability buddies, as far as art goes, feel free to hop in. Hey, Spicy Jaw, how you doing? It's good to see you. Art Gym with Casey, hey Siren, how are you? Thanks for popping in, I appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a good day, by the way. This burb looks so angry. I'm sure he's fine. But what a face. What a grump. Accountability or bullies? Listen, Chris, you do it to yourself. For those who don't know, if you're not already following Chris right, not only is he a graphic designer, illustrator, you can also make him do workouts on stream. And then he'll complain about it and call you a bully. But he's the one who has the command. I'm just saying. You're literally asking for it. So, I don't know. You give me a button, I'm gonna push it. I'm just saying. You can always lengthen the cooldown time. But anyway, Chris is a great artist as well. You guys should go follow. Fun to hang out with. Especially to quote-unquote bully with lift commands. So. Actually, I think I've mentioned this before, but I kind of want to copy you on that a little bit. Except for I'm not brave like Chris. I will not. I just want to clarify for the record. I will never work out on stream. Way too self-conscious for that stuff. I don't know how Chris does it. Says he has no shame. I have too much shame, clearly. Very much so. So if I do it, I'm gonna make like a little emote, like a little animated KC workout thing, or I'll commission an animator to do it. We'll see which way that goes. And then I'll have it like pop up on screen in place of my camera, and I'll just like step over there and do some jumping jacks or something. We need a fluster alert. Spicy Jaw, did you say that yesterday? Because I actually added that to my to-do list. Yeah, if you guys have recommendations for buttons to push around here, let me know. Another one I'm thinking of adding is a treat streamer button. Because I was on, whose stream was that? I'm always taking notes when I'm watching other people's streams. So I'm like, what do I like? What would I do if I did something like this? And I think it was, Phoenix Fire Element, I think, is the artist I was hanging out. She does, art and knitting and stuff. Like drawing and like crafting. Very sweet artist also. But, she has a treat, like kind of like a treat command where it's like she'll have a bar of chocolate sitting there and she can only take a bite when somebody pushes the button, which I think is a great way to curb my sweet tooth. So that might be one that I try to use if I have like some candy or something that I'm trying to stay out of, but I do kind of want. I don't know. I need to think about it, because I also don't want to have it be like something that gets pushed all the time and then I just eat too much candy. I need help not doing that. But I thought that was a cute idea, so I might have like a treat, Casey treat or something. Like, if you want to give me a treat, there you go. Like I don't know, it makes me sound like a puppy or something. But I thought it was cute, so I might do that one. Snacking is yeah, it's like a snack redeem basically. It's like I can't have a snack and I can't have a bite of a snack until somebody pushes the button. So anyway. Yeah, if anyone has ideas for redeems and stuff, I need to think of some more things that I can add that are, I don't know, more buttons for people to push, I guess. You love puppies! That's good. Who doesn't love puppies? I love this little, like, fuzzy stripe down the center on this penguin. But yeah, aren't these yellow-eyed penguins interesting? I had never heard of this animal. Maybe everybody else has heard of them and I just didn't know. I haven't really... I'm honestly not one of those people who's super obsessed with penguins. I know a lot of people think they're super cute. I always thought them to be a little creepy. I feel like they always look angry. But I can kind of see the appeal on some penguins, like the... I don't know how you say it, the Adelaide penguin or the Adelie penguin? I forget how it's said, but that might be my favorite penguin just because I do think it's pretty cute. Although, you guys, speaking of penguins that live in New Zealand, I totally forgot about this penguin until this morning. But there's a penguin that's literally called the Little Penguin. It lives in New Zealand. And it's so cute, and I totally forgot they existed until this, and I was like, oh my gosh, so I pinned a few of those too. But I wanted to do this one because I had never heard of this animal until today. It's always fun when I get to learn about a new animal, especially one that's as distinctive as this. I find that birds are really hard for me to keep track of all the different species because a lot of them look so similar. And there's so many names, and there's just so many, there's like 10,000 birds, I think. I think there's 10,000 bird species, or over 10,000. There's so many, it's impossible to know them all off the top of your head, I think. But a lot of them are hard to keep straight. But this one I feel like is really distinctive among penguins, because it's almost got the yellow feathering by the eye of the crested penguin, but it's all smooth to the head. I don't know. I just think it's a really distinctive look, and I like it, so. Delightful, oh guys. Oh, little blue penguin, okay. Around 10,000 birds. Yeah, too many. Too many to remember. Like, I just recently learned about rails. I don't think I really ever knew what a rail was, because I've never lived in a part of the world that really had a lot of rails. Because I live in a desert right now, which we don't have rails because they're water birds. And I grew up in, like, the northern plains of Texas, which there also isn't a lot of. And I guess there are lakes there, but I don't think there's really a ton of, like, natural water birds to the area, other than, like, ducks and stuff. So yeah, I just had never heard of those, so I don't know. Birds are hard for me to keep track of. That's why usually when I don't know an animal for charming animal, I'm just like, it's probably a bird. It's either a bird or a bug or a fish. Like some of the time I'm right on that. Also, I just drew on the wrong layer. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna color on this layer, I guess. What's my favorite bird? That's tough. Because I have different favorite birds in, like, different categories. That's tough, Chris. I don't know if I can answer that. Like, I can tell you my favorite bird of prey. That's a harpy eagle. I can tell you my favorite flightless bird. That's gonna be probably an ostrich. Although cassowary is pretty cool too. I can tell you my favorite oh, I don't know. Actually, if I can tell you my favorite savanna bird. There's a lot, like, secretary birds are up there. I don't know. It's like a toss-up between secretary bird, shoebill stork, and gosh. No, I have a lot now that I'm thinking about it. I also really like Cory bustards. I think they're really cool. There's so many songbirds. Like, how do you pick a favorite songbird? This is a hard question. I need a category. There's 10,000 birds, Chris. How do I pick just one? And they're so different. I also think petrels are really cool. They're just cool looking. Watsons are awesome. It's like a vegetarian phoenix. It's the only grass-eating bird, I think, or the only bird that eats only vegetation. Because I know like chickens and turkeys and stuff, like galliforms will eat some grass, but they're more omnivores and stuff. But like Watson basically like have GI systems that are very similar to like cud chewing herbivores. Peregrine, like falcons are really cool. There's too many good birds. All the birds, yeah. Dinosaurs are cool birds. That's a hard question. What's your favorite bird, chat? Let me know. Yeah, it's hard to pick a bird. They're so cool. If you go to my Pinterest board and go up one tier to the avian section, there's so many birds in there. I like all those birds. Kingfishers are cool. Kookaburras are cool. Flightless parrots, like the Kia, those are really... Oh, wait, no, is the Kia the flightless one? No, the Kickapoo. Kickapoo's the flightless one, although I think they're related. There's too many cool ones. There's too many cool ones. It's easier to pick a nose than pick a favorite bird. Corvids are awesome. Oh my gosh, the Stellar's jay, one of my favorite corvids. I didn't even know about them until I moved to Colorado, and you see them here all the time in the mountains. Super cool. It's too hard to pick. It's too hard to pick. Peacocks are cool. Draw more bugs, Casey. Oh my gosh. It's too many bugs. Little penguin, or the fairy penguin. That's right, they're called fairy penguins. I think that's the first name I knew them by. It's the smallest penguin. They're so cute. You're fond of the rockhopper penguin, Neil. Yeah, rockhopper penguins are cool. Let me finish coloring this, and we're gonna nerd out about penguins for a minute, and then we will look at what you guys drew. I do want to talk about the auk penguin thing still. I haven't forgotten that. We're gonna go, because I learned that this morning. If I knew it before, I forgot it, so it's always fun to revisit some knowledge. Uh-oh, my voice, guys. It's leaving me. Excuse me for the like cough sneeze there. Water. Okay. I do have some tea, but it might be too hot. Let me check. Also, my teacup lost its little like slidey thing. Ow. Yeah, it's too hot still. Let me take the lid off. It just burned my tongue really bad, even though I took a tiny sip. I'm gonna really enjoy not tasting my food later. That'll be exciting. I don't know, they can kind of be cute, but I've just never really, I don't know. Some birds just look creepy. Oh, condors are really cool. Speaking of cool birds, it's too hard to pick. I'm still stuck on your favorite bird thing. I can't. I got to take a picture of an Andean condor, which is, I believe, the largest bird of prey, if I'm not mistaken. They had one at the Fort Worth Zoo. And I was super struck. Oh, whoops. I made this one's arm way too long. What was I thinking? Trick is to find the layers. I don't feel like this picture does a great job of showing how yellow these feathers are here, so I think I'm gonna exaggerate them just slightly. It is a little more yellow than this. It might be a seasonal thing, I'm not sure. But I do want to kind of just make visual note there. And the eye itself is actually more of an orange, even though it's called the yellow-eyed penguin. Important stuff to note. A little pink around the eye, a little bit of exposed skin there. I I think this one might just be standing in the sun, like catching a sunbeam or something. I think there might be something going on with the picture, but still very cool. Alright, this might be the last drawing. I wanted to do a little penguin today as well, but I spent a long time catching up on chat and getting distracted. Not that that ever happens around here, but you know. Today was a rare day. But I don't want to go on too long because I am going to have another stream in like 4 hours, so I try really hard to be done with these morning warm-ups by noon, just so that I can have any amount of time to finish the rest of my projects for the day. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. I've got a lot to do. But the nice thing is today is one of my rare days where I don't have something going on after my stream. So I can actually work late tonight if I need to and try to catch up on stuff. My goal, like I said, is to finish my Christmas cards. So we will see what I'm doing this afternoon on stream. I might be doing another Christmas card stream. If I'm done somehow miraculously with all of my cards, then I will be... Or if it doesn't take me very long to finish on stream, which like I'm hoping I can at least get most of them done between streams. I'd like to go through my art shelf after this afternoon. But we'll talk more about that after we do the warm-up show and tell. So I think I'm done with this little study here. Let's move on to the show and tell piece. So again, if you have any warm-up stuff that you'd like to share, all skill levels are welcome. Any kind of study is welcome. It can be following a tutorial, doing Drawbox, for example. You know, working on some kind of just anything done with the purpose of learning is kind of what I will qualify as a study. It gets a little gray when you do things like character art. I'll just, I don't know, we'll address that if we do another character style study or something. But for now, just, you know, anything drawn from observation or with reference counts as a study. So if you're sitting in a coffee shop and you are drawing people you see around you, or if you're drawing your cat or your hand, or, you know, just an object on your desk, or if you're using reference, like photo reference, like me. You know, I always recommend if you're able to draw from observation, because that's going to make your brain work a little harder to understand form, which ultimately is going to make you a better artist in the long run and a better imaginative artist. So if that's your goal, that's what I recommend. However, whatever kind of study you're working on, if you want to drop it in the Discord in the warm-up studies section, that's usually where I go to look at all the drawings that people are doing along with me for these. We look at them at the end of every warm-up stream. So I do these Monday through Wednesday. So if you're new here, or if this is your first time catching a warm-up study, an art gym as we call it, the whole idea is to just encourage each other to do those studies that we always say we need to do, but don't often take time to do. I need the accountability. That's why I started doing these streams. And I really appreciate, even if you don't draw along, or even if you draw but don't show your work, I appreciate the accountability just from the views, from hanging out, making sure that I do this. So thank you guys for being here. But let's go into the Discord and see what you guys got up to. And if anyone doesn't have a Discord or doesn't want to join another Discord or can't, I understand there's a million of them out there. Feel free to drop a link in the chat. Just please make sure it is work safe. So far, we haven't had anybody really abuse that. I think we've had one troll when I was doing an art IRL stream, but we haven't had any issues in the art category. So as long as we continue to not have issues, I don't have any plans to take away link permissions. Just, you know, please try to cover up any bits that are going to get me in trouble with TOS, if you don't mind. So let's go into the warm-up studies section and see. Oh my gosh, we have so many. Oh, these are so cute. So let's go see what you guys did. We do have an ad starting in like 3 minutes. So I'll try to pause and do a stretch in between. But if you are still working on a study, please don't feel like you have to rush to finish right now. Like I said, we do this Monday through Wednesday, so get what you need to out of your study, and then whenever you're finished, whenever you're ready to show it, then feel free to post it in the warm-up study section. Don't feel like you gotta rush through it. I don't want this to be like it's not a race, you know. Harpy eagles are cool. I agree. Ever since I first saw one at the Fort Worth Zoo when I was a kid, and they still have one. I don't know where the other one was. I don't know if they died. They're pretty old, but one of my favorites for sure. I'm behind on chat again. Oh my gosh, peacocks are allowed. I have a very funny story about a peacock that I can tell if we have time at the end. Got a lurk. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Rue. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. The Ock Penguin thing. Yeah. Let's, I was probably busy. Yeah, Charlie's Dragon. Unfortunately, lately especially, I've only really been able to lurk. I can only hang out and chat for a little bit on those streams. I've just been so busy. I feel bad. I feel like I need to message Danny and be like, look, if you need to remove my sword, it's okay. Like, I understand. Kowalski analysis. Hey Beats, how's it going? Oh, no worries. No, I appreciate you being here, Beats. Okay, I think I caught up to the bottom of chat, so let's go into the Discord. If you haven't been in my Discord yet, this is where you can find the warm-up studies. It's just under the stream events section. We also have the monthly art showcase. I haven't done a great job talking about that this month. I've been so busy, but if you want to show off work that's not a study on my streams, that's the best place to do it, is to submit a piece into the monthly art showcase. Just one piece per person per month, just to keep it fair, but you feel free to post your social links when you make your post in there. Just be aware you can only make one post every like 6 hours, just to kind of discourage conversation in that area. But do all that to say, do be careful about which image you pick to make sure it's actually the one you wanted to pick. And feel free to take your time making up like a little post of like where we can find your art. But you can post that in the warm-up or the monthly art showcase, which is right below the warm-up studies. And we do that the first major stream of the month, basically. So anyway, let's go into, and then of course there's art share down here and work in progress share. But let's look at what you guys did. So what I do is I go up to the last warm-up study that I shared on screen, which would have been mine. And then I will go into everything below that. So we did winter clothing yesterday. It's a very funny, ugly sweater thing. Let's look at this wonderful penguin by Amazing Fan 15, our very own. Oh yeah. Well, we'd love to have you, Beats, and thanks for being here, but I also appreciate you just hanging out too. I hope nobody ever feels pressured to draw along. I know not everybody else, and especially during the holiday season, it's hard to find the time. But you guys should go follow Amazing Fan 15 if you aren't already. Amazing streamer here on Twitch, amazing art streamer. We got him to stream finally. He's doing animation, comics, all kinds of stuff. And we are in an ad. Just snuck up on me right there. Or no, we have an ad break coming up. Wait, I thought I already saw that. Oh, somebody must have snoozed it. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for whoever snoozed that. We have an ad break coming up in 5 minutes. So I'll try and get through these before the ad break. But you guys should go follow Amazing Fan 15 if you aren't already. Very chill art streams. Really great guy. Really good music. Thanks, Maze. I appreciate this news. This looks great. This is such a cute pose. I'm glad somebody drew this penguin. I liked this pose when I saw it. And it's fun. I can see how you were like thinking about where the knees go and like how the anatomy is working in this image. This is great. This is a great study. Lovely motion, like really good movement in this sketch. You really nailed it. This is a fantastic job. You guys can tell just from a glance that Amaze is very solid on his structure and his line work. It's a very dynamic penguin pose compared to like the usual static penguin for sure. So very cool to see somebody draw that one. I love it. It looks great. When you did another one, this is this the macaroni penguin? Or is this the, this almost looks like whatever that subspecies. I think it's called, I just learned about this one today too. It's a subspecies of macaroni penguin. What is it called? Anyway. This is awesome. Another really lovely study. These guys are interesting because they have really big beaks. They almost have like an auk-like beak. It looks like it has happy feet. The other one does for sure. But again, great job. Great job with your penguin study and applying the anatomy and stuff. Really good structural drawing. You picked a great little guy. What are they called? It's gonna drive me crazy. I just looked them up. It's not a king penguin. It's not an emperor penguin. Royal penguin? It might be a royal penguin because I feel like it had another like monarch type name. Either way, very, very pretty. Very cool. Really nice little study there. Thanks for sharing these, Amaze. I appreciate you. And thank you for moderating too and for being here. Might have made the head too big for this. It's okay. Listen, they're studies. That's the whole point, remember? We're supposed to be practicing. It's okay. Oh, look, another yellow-eyed penguin here from HDMZ. HDMZ, lovely to see you. Thanks for hanging out and studying along. Where's the penguin? Penguin. Love it. So you don't have to provide the reference, but if you'd like to, you certainly can. But I love this. I love the little fine details in the feathering you got. I believe HDMZ also streams here, so we'll get you a shout out here in a sec. But lovely work. Really, really great value study of this image. Really like it. And again, the feather details are really fun. Great structure, great proportion. It looks fantastic. Thank you, Mace, for getting that shout out for HDMZ. I appreciate that. Lovely, lovely stuff. Something crested. Yeah, crested penguins. There's a whole bunch of crested penguins. I actually didn't know there were so many varieties of crested penguin. I only knew about the macaroni penguin and the rock hopper penguin. I didn't actually know there were 2 species of rock hopper penguins. The only reason I know about rock hoppers is that we had those at the Fort Worth Zoo. I keep bringing up the zoo. I actually posted some pictures of one of the penguins in Picshare if anyone wants to see those photos. They're in the Discord. But there's like 7 different species of crested penguin. And so a lot of them, it's interesting. But yeah, the yellow-eyed penguin is a cool one. I don't think they're crested, but they have similar markings. Yeah, going to the zoo and drawing is such a good time. I highly recommend if you haven't ever done that. And it would totally count as a study if anybody ever does that and wants to share. What, mate? Oh no, the Gintu penguin! Yangularu. You guys, Rue is just so powerful. Like, who does animation studies except for Yangularu? Rue did these presumably during our study session, did a lovely study sketch here of a Gintu penguin, and then did a little animation study. Kind of thinking about the anatomy, so you can see it walking and you can see Rue thinking about all the structures we just talked about. It is so cool that Rue does this. Please go follow Yangularu if you're not already following her. She's an incredible animator here on Twitch. She did every single day of streaming and did most of November last month and still does these animation studies with us. Like, Rue is a powerhouse, you guys. I'm constantly impressed. She's always streaming on Twitch. I think right now she might be with family doing some family stuff, but when she's streaming, she's almost always animating. But also she does fantastic drawings, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, please go follow Rue. She just started streaming here relatively recently on Twitch, so I'd love to see some more support for all of our new art streamers. I would love to see like every artist I know stream on Twitch, honestly. I really have fallen in love with the platform. I'll talk more about this afternoon because I think the more I think about it, the more I think we're going to do a stream recap. But you guys seriously should be, hopefully you guys will follow Rue if you haven't already. Double check if you haven't. She's fantastic. Very chill streams, just usually puts on music, no mic. So if that's your vibe for an art stream, if you like just glancing over and seeing progress, she's great. And she loves talking animation, so if you are a fan of that, make sure you go follow Yangularu. Guys, thanks so much for studying with me. Thank you to those who studied and didn't share, because I know lots of people draw along, but they're too nervous to share. It's just too much, hassle to get it up there. I totally get that. But I really appreciate your accountability for me and for others. Thank you for those of you who do share. It does inspire me to keep drawing, and I'm sure, I have no doubt that when people pop in here to look at this work, it makes them want to do some studies, because it's really nice to just see the variety of studies. I think you might underestimate yourself when you think, oh shoot, I don't know if I should share. But yeah, like HDMZ, thanks again for sharing Amaze, Rue. Just know that I'm sure you're inspiring others. So I'm going to take some screenshots of mine really fast, because I always forget to do this after stream, so I'm going to do it right now. And then we're going to go find somebody to raid. And then I'll be back on again in like 4 hours. So if you want to come back in this afternoon, 4 p.m. Mountain Time is when I will be streaming again, and I will be doing probably a traditional media study, actually. I'll be doing, or not study, stream. I'll probably be working on my Christmas cards if I haven't gotten them finished, and if I have, or if I only have a couple more to do, I'll probably do, basically, people said they wanted to hang out with me while I did this. I still feel like it's weird, but if people want to hang out, I guess they can. But I'll probably be doing either Christmas cards or going through my art shelf, my traditional media stuff, and kind of testing materials on stream. I'll be doing little doodles, live streaming that, and then throwing out stuff that doesn't work, taking tips. If you guys have tips on like colored pencils or pastels or chalks or anything, I'll be testing and tossing. And then kind of the idea is to clear out some space on the shelf, and I'll show you guys the shelf this afternoon if we get to it, and make room for the stuff that's behind me. I don't know if you can see that brown table behind me. Where is it? This one right here. But all that stuff on the table pretty much needs to find a new home, because I'm thinking that's where my printer is going to go. It's the only surface that it makes sense, I think, to put it on. I don't want to put it on my big art table over here, because that's where I do my big projects, so I don't want to take up any real estate there. And I don't really have any more room on this desk that I'm working on, so I think this is the only option I have. So I got to make some room, move some stuff, and people said they thought it might be fun to hang out while I did that, so we'll see how that goes. But those are the 2 options of things that will be happening this afternoon. So if you want to come back and hang out with me while I do that, feel free. It's going to be one of those 2 things, probably. But in the meantime, I have got to run. I've got to finish my Christmas cards. I got to do a test stream with Easel to get ready for the oil painting stream next week. It'll be my first ever like official traditional painting stream. I'm nervous as heck, but hopefully it works. And we're gonna go test that stream together here between streams also. So I got some stuff I gotta do. Yeah, stay on the lookout, chunkers, and anyone else who's interested for an update on that. I'm gonna have a social post about it. And if you want to paint along, I think it'd be really cool to, you know, learn it with other people. So if you're somebody who's like me and you're like, oh, I'd like to learn oil paints, but I'm nervous. Apparently Easel does this like professionally. Like she actually has like lesson plans and stuff, and she's gonna walk us through like her entry-level 101 like first lesson that she gives to people who are just starting oil painting. So it's gonna be great for beginners, and it might be good for people who maybe haven't picked up a brush in a while. So if you're wanting to refresh on that, that'll be on the 18th of December, so next Wednesday, a week from today. And I'll even try in my Discord to have like a, you know, like a supplies list too that she's given me. So I'll try to get that all organized before then, so hopefully I can. But yeah, join the Discord if you want to. If you want to stay posted on that and other things, make sure you follow Easel if you aren't. Join the Discord, follow my socials, all that good stuff. Here's the Discord link if you need it. I know it's been in chat a few times. Socials are here. But let's go see who else we can find that's streaming. Hopefully I can get us out of here before this ad happens. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks, see ya Mound, see ya Bach. Thanks Chunkers for being here. Thanks Amaze. Thanks to all my mods. Thanks to all the lurkers, honestly. If you were lurking today, even if you can't hear me, just know that I appreciate you. Let's do this ad one more time, because I think we should be out of here before that starts. I'm gonna go find... I usually try to find a work-safe streamer. Your students are thinking slow down. Oh no, was I talking too fast? I'm sorry. Bye, Chris. Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, I did share that story, didn't I? Oh, I forgot to nerd out about penguins. Okay, let me see who we're gonna raid first, and then we're gonna find. I'm gonna figure out what that news was about the whole penguins and ox thing, because I did want to talk about that before we leave. Okay, I think I know who we're gonna raid. I see a couple of options. Ooh, some good options. Let me scroll down a little further. Oh, some really good options. Oh man, there's so many folks on that we haven't raided in a while. Ooh, I think I know who we can raid. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many good folks to raid. Okay, let's go learn about the penguin auk thing really fast. So for those who are wondering what we were talking about, this is not going to take very long. So auks, let's see, I think it's on the Great Auk page, maybe? So there was an old name for this group that they're a part of. It's called Charadriiformes or something like that. Maybe, where was that? I think I wrote penguin and found it out. Here we go. The etymology of the word penguin first appears in literature at the end of the 16th century as a synonym for the great auk. Originally called Penguinus impennis, which modern penguins were named after for their visual similarity. Here's a great auk. They're extinct now. Of course, this was later debunked, and they're like, oh, they're not even closely related, but a lot of people still put them in the same category because there are some penguins, like for example the African penguin, that has a very similar beak structure, body structure. It looks similar to an auk, right? They have those really thick beaks, the same coloration. So anyway, that's where the name penguin comes from. It's because they were initially kind of placed with auks, which I think is really interesting. So that's what we were referencing. That's what Neil was talking about earlier, as well as Sloppy Salamander. So if you want to read more about this, here is the Wikipedia page. Just search auk on that and you can find it. But let's go raid somebody that we were gonna raid the other day, but I wasn't sure because I hadn't caught one of their streams in a while and I didn't know for sure if they were work safe. But they actually came out and hung out in our streams yesterday, which I thought was so sweet. And I hung out in their stream a little bit, I think it was yesterday or Monday. And very sweet community, very lovely artist, does a lot of animal stuff. And they seemed very work safe and family friendly. So what they're drawing right now is a lion. It looks beautiful. And I'd love to go show them some support. They're kind of a newer streamer here on Twitch. They've just gotten up past, I think, 200 followers the other day. So let's go say hi to Nimilak. Nimilak was hanging out with us the other day. We're going to start that raid. Let's do the Don't Panic raid call. if I can do it in time. Don't panic, it's a Casey raid. Or just make up your own. That's fine too. But let's go say hi to a newer streamer. It'd be really fun to go say hey. Hey, Miss Yvette, thanks so much for popping in. It's great to see you. We're actually raiding out right now, but I'm going to be back on in under 4 hours. So hopefully we can see you later. And if not, have a great rest of your day. And everybody have a good day. Thank you again so much, guys, for hanging out. We're going to do some, like I said, Christmas cards, traditional media stuff at 4 p.m. I'm also going to do the stream recap, the 2024 stream recap. I've seen a lot of streamers do that. Thank you for that lurk, Miss Vet. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all my lurkers so much. I can't even tell you how much. But yeah, we're going to do the streamer recap this afternoon because I saw a lot of people doing it yesterday. It was really cool for me as a community member for a lot of those streams to see that. So even though I feel weird about it, I think I'm going to do that with you guys just to say thanks. It's been a crazy year on Twitch for me and super encouraging in so many ways. And we'll talk about it later. So if you want to come back for that, we'll be doing a lot this afternoon. But for now, let's go say hi to a new artist, a smaller artist. I'd love to go show some support. Let's go say hi to Nimalak, and I'll see you over there, guys. Later. Snowstorm coming in is adorable. I'm going to write that down as my list of possible raid calls. I appreciate that. Thank you for your creativity, Spicy Jaw. I'm going to write that down before I forget. I'll see you there, guys. Bye-bye.